Hi, my name is Abigail Hagen, and today I will be discussing utilizing AI for instruction in the classroom. As teachers, each of us knows and is aware of how heavy a teacher's workload can become. With AI, there are many resources that can be used in the classroom to cut a teacher's workload in half. Maybe not in half, but it can definitely cut a teacher's workload down based on how many things it can create that teachers do not have to create themselves. Using AI in the classroom is a skill that needs to be practiced and can be perfected over time so that you can cut your workload down so that you can focus on the students. With this professional development, we have two objectives. Objective one is the teacher will have the ability to create instructional resources to utilize in the classroom. And objective two is the teacher will have the ability to utilize multiple available AI websites to create useful classroom tools. As you can see by the graph included in the slide, most teachers understand AI on a basic level, but have never used it and never utilized it in the classroom. AI can be such a useful tool for teachers in the classroom, and this chart just shows how many teachers are not using this as an advantage. 42% of teachers understand AI to a basic level, but have never used it in the classroom for their job. This is something that needs to be available for all teachers, that teachers need to be instructed on. With this bar graph, you can see that a lot of teachers use AI for lesson planning, differentiated learning, assessment creation, activity creation, and even administrators are using AI for administrative tasks. This is another way to show you how useful AI can be in the education field. AI has many different uses in the classroom. It can create lesson plans, generate emails, help assist in IEPs, create rubrics, create activities, do some data analysis. It can group your students based on the data that you give it. It can involve ELLs more in the classroom and translate emails for other parents. It can increase student engagement. It can create notes, help you with scaffolding, and even create choice boards in the classroom. All of these activities are things that teachers spend hours upon hours on in the classroom. And AI can assist you to cut down those hours to make sure that you are putting all of your effort into the students rather than creating these things. Writing AI prompts can be confusing at the beginning, but once you get the hang of it, it will assist you in so many different ways. Tips. To begin with, a direct statement. A direct statement means you create, you write, you simplify, meaning create a lesson plan, create an activity, write a paper, write some notes. You need to keep it simple and direct when you are prompting an AI system. You need to make sure that you are using simple language, but you are also being very direct in what exactly you want the result to look like. You need to experiment with different AI prompts. If you are just starting out with AI, you need to experiment and see what the AI system can do exactly for what you want. So you need to experiment with these AI websites I have on the right side and make sure that these websites can do exactly what you expect it to do. We need to stay informed with AI capabilities, you and myself. We need to stay informed on what AI can do with things AI systems can do. We need to stay informed and we need to stay up to date so that we can make sure that we are getting the best use out of AI that we can. So the first AI site I will be discussing is ChatGPT. This is the first AI site that I had the privilege of using. I'm sure this is the first AI site that multiple people had the privilege of using. On the left top of the screen, you will see the exact screen that you see when you open up ChatGPT. It says, "How can I help you today?" And I want you to write it a prompt. On the bottom left, you will see the prompt that I gave the ChatGPT bot. It says, "Create a lesson plan based on this standard. The standard is order rational numbers and place them on the number line." I said, make sure the lesson plan is made for 6th grade students. The lesson plan should be engaging, including a hands-on activity. On the right side, you will see the exact lesson plan that ChatGPT gave me. This gives me a lesson title, the grade level, subject, and even the objective It gives me the introduction, the hands-on activity, and even gives me the assessment and the homework if I need. This is an example of what ChatGPT is capable of. Obviously, if you are able to get this lesson plan, you would need to tweak it based on the students that you have in your classroom, but this gives you a great layout for exactly how you would want an activity to go. We all know as teachers exactly what our students want to see in the classroom and what they are used to. However, this ChatGPT lesson plan gives you a great outline of how you should assemble your lesson plan and how you should present it. And I think this is a great resource and start to your lesson plan, and it allows you to build on a great lesson plan already. My next AI site is Eduate AI. For this activity, I have instructed Eduate AI to create a rubric. The standard was listed above. I could not make it so where it showed the whole prompt. However, I did say create a rubric for a group project involving this standard. It was a science standard. For the project, students should create a Google Slides presentation comparing two animals of their choosing. I put this into the enhance feature and it created a whole rubric for me. It gave me the content, the organization, the visuals, and the mechanics, and collaboration included in the assignment. It gave me a description and it allowed me to put in the points, which is a great representation of how AI allows you to get a backbone for exactly what your rubric should look like, and you can enhance it to whatever you need in your classroom. So I have opened Eduate AI on my computer, and I will show you exactly what all you can do with it. You can lesson plan with it. You can create a rubric, create engagement activities, scaffolding, create a whole unit plan. You can create evidence statements. You can measure assessments and student data. There are multiple things that you can do with Eduate AI that I think are very valuable for teachers in their profession and will save a lot of time creating these things in your classroom. One thing I've also noticed with Eduate AI is you can select a subject of exactly what you want and the grade level so that it knows exactly how you want to lay out each of these things. The next AI system is my favorite, in my opinion. It is called Magic School AI. So I went into Magic School AI and I worked on the worksheet generator. I said that the grade level is 4th grade and I want you to create a worksheet on double digit by double digit multiplication. I could have made that as simple or as complex as I wanted to. However, I wanted to make this simple just to see what it would give me. It gave me a fill in the blank with a word bank section of the double digit by double digit multiplication worksheet. It gave me multiple choice questions, and it also gave me open-ended questions that I could ask the students if I wanted to. So on Magic School AI, there are many, many, many different things that you can do. Magic School AI was created with teachers in mind. It is, there is a little bit of a paywall behind some of these things. However, it is very, very useful in the classroom. So you can generate a professional email. You can generate a response to an email that you have received. You can generate an email to families to translate into multiple languages. Generate images, worksheets, assessments, lesson plans, rubrics. You can even generate YouTube video questions. So if you insert a YouTube video, it will generate questions for you. You can generate feedback. You can translate. You can generate IEPs, even songs. You can insert the skill that you are working on with students in the academic vocabulary, and it will make a song based on the topic that you have input. There are multiple different things: choice boards, thank you notes, stories, vocabulary-based texts. You can generate areas of strengths and suggestions for next steps for teacher-based and classroom observation. It can help you with your observations, labs, SEL lesson plans. There are many different things you can do with Magic School AI, which is why it is my favorite. It is my favorite because it was made specifically with teachers in mind. But it is a very, very good resource if you are a teacher using AI for your instruction. You can also use AI to gamify your classroom. I know a lot of students like things such as Kahoot and Blooket and things that you can use in a classroom for review that are games. So, for example, on Kahoot, if you have the paid for subscription, you will have access to generators to make Kahoot games. So, for example, on the left side, you see a Kahoot generator. Generate a Kahoot based on a PDF file. For example, I have used this in my classroom. I have input a PDF file into the Kahoot generator. I input the students' study review worksheet, and they were able to come into my classroom, and I was immediately able to put that into Kahoot and have a game generated for them instantaneously. And it was very easy on my part. So I was able to take a PDF, put it into Kahoot, and immediately I had my own questions, my own answers ready for them to play a Kahoot in the classroom. You can also, on the right side, generate a Kahoot based on a topic. While this is more broad, you can, for example, as I did in the last one, create a Kahoot based on double digit by double digit multiplication, and it will give you many different questions without you having to generate them on your own. This will save you a lot of time in the classroom for not having to create just being able to insert a topic and automatically have questions generated for you. This will save you a lot of time, a lot of effort, and will allow you to spend more time focusing on students' needs rather than creating things for them to do in the classroom. In conclusion, there are many different AI resources throughout the internet ready to be used and assist in the classroom. Utilizing these AI programs can assist you in taking a teacher's workload down significantly. The things that I've introduced you to in this presentation are very, very useful in the classroom to help you to cut down your workload and assist in student needs. Each of us knows that we spend a lot of our time lesson planning or differentiating student instruction. We can use AI to assist us in cutting down that work so that we can spend our time making sure that the students are getting what they need in the classroom. Thank you for watching.